Oh, that does not look good.
We've received some pedals from Joe at Hello Sailor Effects. This is Joe from Hello Sailor Effects.
Joe from Hello Sailor Effects.
Joe makes pedals. This one's a really nice colour. They're sprayed with nitrocellulose and relics, which I don't think anyone else that I know of does that. Joe's in the Navy, which means he's a pirate, so we've got some rum. This was actually given to me by a colleague's son. Do you like rum?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're straight?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to dilute
Not
mine.
for you, no? Oh my.
Because you said I couldn't put Coke in it. Do you want a bit of pineapple juice in it? Oh, God.
What were those chunks?
I don't know.
Why did those things jump out of that pineapple?
Can you have some coconut milk as well, in it?
Sure. Oh, that does not look good. That looks like a specimen of something. Oh my god.
So bad.
Have you seen American Pie? I think one of those
Oh,
films
mate.
is like,
I don't know.
oh,
Is this what it's supposed
it's like
to be
the
like?
pale ale. It's not supposed to be like this
There's
because
something
no
gone
one
wrong with
puts
this.
these things in it.
This is how they make pina colada.
I don't think they do.
What can I stir it with?
It smells nice, to be fair, because of the pineapple. No.
I've got a pencil.
That looks horrendous.
This is what pirates do.
Sure.
Right, this is pina colada. Imagine if you were given a pina colada that looks like that.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be white rum, but you know. I mean, it's not nice.
It's not great.
What are we going to call it? A pirate colada? Look at that.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't taste like a peanut.
Joe would want us to do this. Cause
Yeah, oh yeah. This is for Joe.
while he's sailing the 7 seas. To Joe.
To Joe.
Wanker. Should we bother with the rest of this? Oh yeah, we got some pedals.
What, the video we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe does a pedal called the Anchor Drive, which is what this demon one is. Oh, and that's one as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine's got 2 knobs. Yours has got 3. It's a bit more exciting than... It's also pushing the front of the amp a lot.
That's why I love that. Just it's that barky sound that it's got. It
You put
reminds me
on
of like the old
everything.
70s stuff. That's why.
That did not sound very 70s. Gosh, whoa. That was horrible. That did not sound very 70s. What do the 3 knobs do?
I don't know. I have no idea what they do. I just play around with them until I get the sounds I want.
Is there another sound it can
This
do?
one seems to be some sort of volume, but also drives it. This is my Goodemizer tone, and that is what I don't use much. But if I put them all up, it turns into a fuzz type thing.
But there's a lesser setting that this Anchor Drive does, which is how we get onto the next pedal. Can we try the lesser setting? So
Yeah. So I'll just basically this is more volume, but as soon as you get past here, it distorts it a lot more.
So if we put it on just less, we get more of a sparkly tone, which leads us on to the next part of this video. Sort of tightens it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gives it a little, just a certain tone, which is why I love this pedal so much, because you can do so many different things with it. It's so versatile, and I needed another one.
Which is, so we said to Joe we would like that sparkly tone, and joked we call it the Sparklermeiser, just the lower gain part. So he created these pedals. I've got one as well. which I think he's calling the Sparklermeiser.
Yep.
Like, seriously. God, I just burped. That tasted... Well,
Yeah, I don't know if I could drink the rest of it.
yeah, it's horrible. Which is... So if we give you... I'm going to go on the neck and play something completely different.
Yeah. I don't know where this is set, to be fair. Like,
And we'll do a comparison
just do it at
before
12
and
o'clock for a
afterwards.
minute.
Whoa.
So this is the only thing that I don't understand about these pedals is I don't know what the knobs do. You have to just play around with them because they're not labelled, obviously. But they are so good
Yeah.
that I don't care because I just like playing around with them.
Yeah, well, I've got a two-knob. Well, I've got a two-knob version of that, which I quite like.
Mhm.
I've got a two-knob version of this, which I bought just for. So we sort of talked to Joe about this. Have more of a sparkly sound because you always use it in the front of the amp.
Mm-hmm.
So just to add a bit, it sort of tightens it up and adds sparkle. Hence the sparkle.
I can always on. Just this is my
Yeah.
sound. This is my tone.
Well, I pushed.
What
That
that-
sounded
yeah.
great. However, I've been playing around with my one, and I'm like, I could be the boost in my loop, and I might get rid of my favourite boost pedal and put it at the end of the chain.
Yeah.
So when you go for a solo, you kick it, and it gives it a bit more, which is not what I wanted it for.
Yeah, and that's another one. And that problem too with Hello Sailor Effects pedals, they do too much. They're too versatile.
Well, that's the thing. You get this pedal, and you're like, oh crap! It sounds really good
Yeah.
with the low sparkly sound. It sounds really good in the mid, and it sounds really good. Like the mid, when I say that, it's actually quite driven. And guns blazing, it goes a bit fuzzy, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this has got three good sounds. Normally, you get one out of a pedal.
Yeah, because I don't really like fuzz in general, but even that fuzzy tone, it was more spitty. Like you wouldn't use it all the time. Well, I wouldn't anyway. But
Should we go?
It
Fucking
was
guns
nice.
blazing.
yeah.
Yeah, it goes all gated, which
Yeah.
is quite a cool effect for a song. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have it in like everything, but
No,
as a thing on your album,
Yeah.
game on, mate. I might have to pour that away and get something that doesn't taste absolutely. I thought it would taste alright. It's horrific.
No, that's not good.
And that's the Anchor Drive and the Sparklermeiser. This is the Kossof Drive from Hello Sailor Effects. This side's actually a free range, but we're just going to demo the Kossof Drive. So there's like drive, tone, and volume. It's brilliant. The amp is a little bit driven, and I'm going to play that and then click it on, and you're going to hear sexiness. So. Got quite a lot of balls, isn't it?
Yeah, give that another go a sec.
Give me a second. I want a tiny bit more reverb. This is the
Brightenising
tone
it.
knob. Brightenising it. Whoop.
It's only on 12 o'clock.
Does it go really, really bright?
I think this would be too much.
What about all the way down? Not too dark.
No,
weirdly.
it's quite nice. Yeah, I actually quite like it where you had it all the way up to about 12, just past. I think that's a whole nice little range.
Yeah, I think it gives it a nice It's got a nice
And
feel to
the
it.
drive is on full as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it can do mellower. So if we dial that back and do something like... I'm not getting a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Sounds alright, doesn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
Again, if we go to the studio, well, we're in one.
I think that's the thing with his pedals is there's so much you can do with each one that if you have more than one, which we obviously do, there's even more you can do.
Well, I just took one off to clear space for this video, and I don't have drive pedals on my board, but I had to change my board because I liked that one that was there, and there's one just out of shot which we're going to do. Let's do it now. There's a delay pedal.
Yep.
It is good, annoyingly. I don't want drive pedals.
Yeah.
However, I like two of his, which is says a lot.
Yeah. So, have you tried this, or you just don't get on with it?
I haven't tried it.
Oh, I didn't think you would have.
Well, yeah, it's Fuzz, but I worry that I'd like it and need a fucking Fuzz on my board. Like, genuinely, I'm scared.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. The same. I was like,
so we've got a Hello Sailor Effects. What is it called?
Shipwreck Gold Top.
Hello Sailor Shipwreck pedal. Fuzz. We don't really like Fuzz. We'll try it in a minute.
We're gonna like it.
That's the problem. I don't want, because otherwise I've got a Kossof Drive, a Sparklermeiser, and a bloody Fuzz. I have to put it before the buffer.
You could just have a Hello Sailor Effects pedal and a tuner.
Could you have?
Pedal board, I mean. The whole thing.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, couldn't have just one.
Yeah, I mean, a whole pedal board of Hello Sailor Effects pedals. Job done.
Wow, is that the settings I really have it on?
Feedback, none.
I like this guitar.
Mm.
This is the Hello Sailor Effects. I don't know, it's just called the delay. There's two versions of this. I've got two. I've got one on each of my boards.
Greedy.
I know. This one, it's got a master volume, so you can use it as like a delay and boost at the same time, but there's only one switch. But I've also got one which has the delay and boost on separate switches on my other board. Nice. I don't think there's any point demoing that because you know how a boost works.
Yeah.
Yeah, annoyingly, I've got it on every bloody board now. I might say something different, mate. Genuinely. This is how it sounds without the delay. And with the delay, volume sort of whatever that is, feedback's really low. The mix is also really low.
The feedback's low, it's off.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
Probably accepted.
Yeah.
So I like it subtle.
Yeah, that was almost just like a reverb. Like,
yeah, there is still a bit of.
oh,
So
when you're strumming, like you can't
just
hear
sort
it.
of bounces back. So I find if you've got delay noticeable, when you play with a full band, there's too much crap going on.
Yeah.
That you can't have a massive delay. It's fine if you've just got a bit of ambient stuff going on, but when there's a full band, it doesn't work in the real world. So I try and play like how you would in the real world, and that's how I would play it.
It was really nice. I
That
really
gig
liked
and
it.
rehearsal, it just thickens it up a bit because you don't want a delay that's, unless it is the sound of a song. But I don't want to do stuff like The Edge. So this guitar is wonderful.
Yep.
Chapman goes for it, but it's been sprayed with Northwest Guitars gold top gold colour.
Been Pherotonized.
And wow, does it look good. Yeah, so this with the delay on, you got this sort of thing. What's that do? Is that the
Feedback. It's a never-ending loop at the end.
God, that sounds cool. That'd be a great intro.
Reminds me of Radiohead for some reason. Yeah, that would be a cool intro.
Yeah, we've got another. That's the problem with this. You're like, okay, we'll take his pedals to the studio. And
Right, let's
make...
put that back where that was. And
We can have it higher, have it maybe halfway or something.
yeah, it was quite good over here somewhere. Time on full.
Yeah, could whack the timer the other way. It's a reverb now.
Right, let's put that back.
Sounds like a spring reverb.
Yeah.
Again, it sounds really nice. And that's why I've got two of them.
Another Hello Sailor Effects pedal that sounds really good.
So what's that? 1, 2,
Shocking.
3, 4, because I've got two of the ones that are here. 5.
You're
God.
counting them too?
Oh no, I'm not counting those either. 6, 7. It's getting a bit obsessive, isn't it?
The reason I got the Demon Drive was because I saw it and I just thought it looked wicked. I didn't even know what the pedal was.
Didn't even care.
And then Joe sent it and it's amazing. It was just such a lucky turn of events that is a great pedal and it's actually my favourite pedal.
Uses it on, sorry, both your boards, bass guitar,
Yeah.
electric guitar, every board, everything.
And then we had a discussion on one of the videos going through that, talking about the nice sparkly tone. Then the Sparklermeiser was invented and that is now on the board because it's just such a nice, beautiful tone. I just have as always on. If I want to kick it up a little notch, stick the Demon Drive on. That's a perfect combination for me.
Yeah, you've got your two drive pedals.
And then if I really want to go a little bit extra, there's a tumnus on there as well.
Oh yeah, there's the tummy.
But if I'm being honest, I hardly ever use the tumnus because of the other ones. I spoke to some guy at the guitar show and just said, because he was going around to look at pedals, I was like, it was next door to Hello Sailor Effects. I was like, don't bother, just go there. There'll be everything you want. And yeah, I just said he will literally have everything you want because he would like high gain stuff as well, like heavy stuff and fuzz. And I was like, go
oh,
there.
you want fuzz, yeah, all day long.
I love the look of his pedals as well, which helps. He's a really nice guy, and they are amazing.
It's an absolute legend. Yeah, his pedals just look different. And I don't know anything else like them.
And he signs the back on all of them.
So this is Joe from Hello Sailor Effects. Rangemaster, absolutely brilliant. That's that pedal showing up that as well.
Wow. Wow. Unreal.
And Dan, what kind of effect is that?
Rangemaster.
This is my number one design. I think it's the pedal that put me on the map.
I'm going to say I've never heard a Rangemaster I like as much as that, with all due respect to Rangemasters.
Yep.
This is my Rangemaster. It's finished in nitrocellulose lacquer, and each one of them is individually designed. They look different from each other because I keep being the same as anyone. This version has an input transformer, and it also has an EQ switch. So you have 3 positions of EQ to sort your rig. So if you've got a bassy guitar or a bassy amplifier, you can dial out the bass on this switch here. It also has a silicon and germanium switch. So you can have vintage germanium tones or modern silicon tones if you flick the switch. It is true bypass and they're all hand-wired and type-code.
So Joe's from the north of England, so I think he's probably talking about Thatcher closing the mines or something.
Oh yeah, and the OG Sparklermeiser.
Quite cool though, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is good.
sake, Joe!
What, is there a switch on it as well, or is it just
No,
one knob?
that's it. This is the perfect pedal.
Jesus.
It makes good sounds.
Yeah. It adds some sparkle.
Yeah.
Can we just turn it up a little bit so
Yeah.
it's volume extra? Can you go off and on? It gets rid of that honky sound and puts a bit of high.
It literally does. What we name it. It is named after the Sparklermeiser.
But also, if you gun it,
It sounds awesome.
God, that's really good. Fuck.
This is the original Sparklermeiser that was sent. It's an awkward shape pedal.
Yeah, I'll just have to make it
And
work.
it's also plastic. Or, no, what is it? It's like 3D printed, right?
Yeah.
But it sounds amazing. And that's another pedal that isn't needed,
Yeah, he should make them all one, though.
but is needed.
Yeah, they're just more a miser.
Can we plug this in quick? I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to plug this in quick, see what happens. So we don't know any of the buttons. Oh god, there's a switch on it as well. This is going to go on for hours. Right,
It won't, because
you and I both know I
Thing.
can't play Fuzz.
you're going to. Well,
Does a lot, doesn't it?
that's another good pedal.
It does Drive and Fuzz. I wouldn't have that on my board all the time though, but I would take this.
I really like that.
You've got to say that's the shooter. That's some
It's
cool
like
sounds.
the next one up from the Demon Drive.
yeah.
But I
That
get
does
so
that.
much out of the Demon Drive, I wouldn't need it.
Yeah, the Demon Drive does. Yeah, but if you're doing a set or something, you've got less, more, lots more. That does that.
But then I'd have to get rid of my tumnus.
Get rid of the tumnus then.
The tumnus, 1, is amazing, and 2 is this big. It's very handy. Because that wouldn't go on my board.
Need a bigger board, mate. He needs to give you like a little voucher with his pedals so you can get towards a bigger board.
I might have to make some space.
That's pretty spectacular.
It's amazing.
It's just they're all so good. Like, why are they all so good? Why doesn't he make shit pedals?
Joe, can you make
Then
some
we won't want them all the time. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Kossof Drive is awesome. Demon Drive is awesome.
Oh,
Sparklermeiser
that as
awesome.
well.
Can't believe that is even a Sparklermeiser. So it Sparklermeises, and then it moremizes, and then it ballsamizes at the end.
Yeah, I wonder what's in it. It's got no weight to it.
I know.
This is like the defected one, but it's brilliant.
That is,
So good.
again, this is technically a Sparklermeiser, but it's too good. It's too much more that it does, more than the Sparkler. I wanted the Sparklermeiser
You
to
need a
get
double
the
one, don't
tone.
you?
Yeah, I needed the tone. I want to leave it on, and that's my bass tone for everything.
Wouldn't it be cool if it
But
had
that's got such
if
a
we
good
did a
drive
double
stack.
one of these, because it has one knob, and it just had one knob and one switch, one switch, two Sparklermeisers side by side, and you can have one with lots and one with a little bit. Or I'll not be funny. You could have three, couldn't you? You could have three.
The
If they were,
trio.
if he could put three in this size box, this box was that way around. It's just one knob, that 3 times.
But that's all you need.
That's the annoying thing.
When you're at home, that would be a perfect pedal because you could sit and play with it, and you could like, oh, this is a nice little tone. I want a little bit more, bang, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's got like 10 different variants of a pedal in it.
It's rare. Normally, I find like one sound from a pedal. I'm like, yeah, that's it, and you can tweak it a bit.
Which is what I wanted from the Sparklermeiser. I just wanted it to be. I didn't even want a knob. I
That's
just wanted
the
it to go on.
problem, because you want it to do one thing really well, but it doesn't. It does several things really well. So you're like, crap, I need more than one of it.
Yeah, which is exactly
which is the
the
problem.
Demon Drive. Yeah.
And then what that new one was supposed to be isn't quite it, but it does other things really well. And then you're like, oh crap, no, it does these things really well. Oh, all of a sudden I've got 5 really good sounds. You've got too many options, too many good sounds.
What a problem to have.
Yeah, it is a bit entitled, isn't it?
Go and get all of this, all of the Hello Sailor Effects pedal. Just get them all.
But if you bought 5 of the same pedal, you wouldn't be up. Like if you could, sorry, 5's probably a bit much. But if you bought 3 of exactly the same pedal, like 3 of his Demon Drives, which is the Anchor Drive.
Yeah, Demon Drive, Anchor Drive.
You'd use them all.
Similar? Like,
you use 2.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I would really like that.
I want to treat them like Pokemon and just collect them all.
That's really good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
That one that you were going to leave on the shelf and not play because
not much in it. That would fit in a smaller box. Right. We got to do other
what's
stuff.
it stuck on with?
Just fits in there somehow.
Oh, magic.
Yeah, stuck on there with magic. Thanks everyone. I really like the colour as well.